There we go. Everything might be set up correctly. Good morning, Fluffy 4K. Good morning, Sio Mallow. Good morning, Mimic Chest. Good morning, Gerbic. Good morning, Alkianor. Good morning, Spherical NA. Good morning, Jimmy Map. Video games. Coffee. Save me. I got a good amount of sleep on the couch. You know how it goes. There we go.
Have you been able to?
Yeah. Did you play Magic? Yes, actually.
Right on through, sir. Looks like you're in the barrel.
Cubes are fine. Ardemia has to learn. Did you get your cock sniffed? Yeah. Come on, a monotheism. Monotheism. Yeah. Welcome to video games. There we go. Right. Did you win? Good morning, Shrimp is neat. Good morning, monotheism.
I'm afraid we'll be deviating a bit from standard analysis procedures today, Gordon.
Yeah, good reason. This is a rare
Welcome to Voices Devoid, ostensibly. Yeah. Yeah. Transformers are a little low. I just woke up, drove home, and ate breakfast, and booted up Voices of the Void.
Yes, you're right. Gordon, we have complete confidence.
What if they combine that Chinese sperm extractor machine with Kerfus? Those are different things.
Testing.
The what now?
Everything seems to be in order.
Yeah, sure.
All right, Gordon, your suit should...
Oh yeah, I'm low on money.
The specimen will be delivered to you in a few moments. If you would be so
I don't have a
good as
report
to
already.
start the rotors, we can bring the anti-mass spectrometer to 80% and hold that until the carrier arrives.
Huh. Hold on. What was breakfast? Leftover seafood risotto. I don't know if that sounds fancy, but it really wasn't. I didn't make it that well. Alright. Got beans. Anyways, yeah, I hope the art went well.
Activating now.
Duck risotto.
We cannot predict how long the system can operate at this level, nor how long the reading will take. Please work as quickly as you can.
Overhead
Huh.
capacitors to 1. Oh,
No.
It's probably not a problem.
Guess you can't use the last
But I'm
page.
showing a small discrepancy in, well, no, it's well within acceptable bounds. Sustaining sequence.
I've
No.
just been informed that the sample
Honeyed
is ready.
carrots.
It should be coming up here any moment. Look to the delivery system for your specimen.
I'm gonna just throw that there.
Gordon, get away from the...
Anyways. I don't know how to feel about perm extractor. Yeah, no, that's why Curvis looks like that. Anyways. Holy Toledo. God damn. That's still going. Alright. Time to do my job. Current alien activity count is relatively low. I wasn't paying attention, hold on. Whiskey, Lima, Golf. I feel like I had this exact lineup before, I don't think so. Take me to Whiskey. I don't think it's pointing there right now. Yeah, no. Anyways. Yeah, no, yeah, it's nice to hang out with the boys. I should probably, visit my friends more than, you know, once a month. It's, slowly becoming unsociable. Oops. They know you draw. Yeah, huge boobs. Two, 8, 8. 4A. 803E. Yeah. Alright. Scary. Yeah, you know what? Fair enough. Anyways, I don't know if they draw. They know that I don't draw enough. You know? Yeah, I gotta draw more Mallow. Damn. That I could squeeze on by. Oh, time to check the Transformers while we're out. All the way over there. It says gate. Yeah, okay. They found the blue side account. Bo. No. forgot if golf is on this side. I'm actually looking at the road signs for once. I'm 99% sure that's not golf. This one might be. I'm trying to remember the alphabet. No, golf is like up there. Yeah, he's Lima. They just target golf and then we're good. I walked by the transformer, that's fine. One 9C F5 Booty 6C. Nah. Gun. Anyways, my brother has seen the the Mallow pictures from the old BRB. Speaking of, I gotta make a new fucking BRB screen. He's told me on more than one occasion, you gotta draw that rabbit thing more, which is fucked up. I can't put him down. Anyways. I do have to draw that thing more. I gotta get more fuel. Yeah. There we go. And leave it here for next time we come through. While we're here. Put a dent. Didn't your granny give you some funny things? Oh, yeah. Huh. Try not to think about it too hard. And succeeding, actually. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, I gotta make the schedule for this week real quick after this. Get your granny the Koki plush for her birthday. No. I'm sure there are worse things I could do. But I'm having a hard time thinking. Thinking. Oh. So true. Good morning, Jack00. Drake King. Oh. Getting Jack the Koki plush for his birthday. That's all. I have been doing my normal brain damage bit. I've been thinking a lot about character design since yesterday or whatever. What are we checking off for? Funny. You're Granny the cock. Oh, okay, yeah, sure. Anyways, I gotta watch more of those Townsend's videos, but the big guy from Townsend's looks a little bit like Peter Family Guy. Yeah, he's a great example of character design, I think. But then again, he just looks like Peter Family Guy. I'll leave Romeo unattended. Unfixed. And good morning, Azor Rats. That's one of the biggest guys there is. But yeah, nah. He's a real character. Also, the world is being lit from below. Badass. Oh yeah, I never really looked at the funny box. Oh yeah, golf is this one. How could I forget? Yeah, I gotta learn how to draw better faces. I'm thinking, like... every time I think about something... I always think, like, in a really, stupid manner. Yeah, I can think of, like, 5 examples of something, and then, like, try to extrapolate from that. Anyways, that one fucking Twitch emote. The Game Boy with the big eyes and eyelashes. I feel like if you do a face right, you can make anything work. Maybe that's the most important part. Yeah, hyper cute. Yeah. Where's Colicus? Yeah, Colicus owns that emote. I'm good enough. I guess Papado could post it too, but Colicus owns it. Good morning, Mobile Suit Grundle. Yeah, exactly. Did I hunt Koroks and play UFO 50? No. I was too busy voicing the void. Yeah, we're up here. May as well. But yeah. I've also been thinking about it. I do think... Hold on. Uncontroversial, cold take, late to the party or whatever. I think eye covering bangs count as a facial expression. Or like eyes. An eye expression. You know? I think you've read Argyle Tiles. If I see Mahjong, I'm gonna freak. Voices of the Void, okay. That'd be funny. Blindfold 2. Oh, yeah. Huh. Like the tubes. From near. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, good morning, Winter Puppy Girl. Good morning, Burger Time. Good morning, Argyle Tiles. Welcome to cleaning. Still. You know, maybe next time I start a Voices of the Void save, I'll go and I just hit the, like, clean base debug button. House flipper. I don't even know. Speaking of character designs, that one guy who drew the house girls. Holy Toledo. Yeah, good face, good style, and then pervert ideas, and then that's like, that's all you need. That's the ingredients. Good morning, Fluffy 4K, yeah. House girls, yeah. The one image with like the house with the overgrown hedges outside and the speech bubble going. Something about Bush. Anyways, what a bit. It was a popular bit on the Twitter for a little. Anyways. I don't know. It feels like some stuff changed in the update. But I can't tell. And good morning, Damien Tootie, and good morning, Dimanamon. Anyways, yeah, I hope Voices of the Void went well and you didn't... don't have cockroaches living in your base or anything, right? Ruined your sleep schedule after one day. That's not good. And good morning, Stinky Peanut. And welcome to video games. Yeah. People really like that clown girl. I mean, I know exactly why, but... holy Toledo. It's at 1K likes somehow. It's a good bit. Which clown girl? As far as I'm concerned, all women are clowns. Anyways. The art fight mime. You know what? I'm just gonna make scrap piles. We still have scrap in the crates. That'll be good for after we build Curfus. Omega Curfer. Electronic scrap isn't an issue because we can just buy a bajillion. The rubber over here, we're not gonna do that. We could buy a billion drives and use those. There we go. Now it's feeling like home. Anyways, let me make some more metal scrap real quick. There we go. Oh yeah, you should totally link it, Peanut. Carver having a good time in the basement. Wait, hold on. I feel like Carver would have a good time in a swamp, okay? Any extra metal scraps going towards the Bitcoin mining rig?
Before any of the tests can be performed, a sample of the concrete is needed. A representative sample. The concrete to be tested has to be typical of the entire truckload. Sampling should be done according to AASHTO designation T141. The basic rule is this: don't take the sample from the beginning or end of the discharge. Take it from the first.
Wait, can I max it? I don't think I only had the processing
from
level
the
2.
first 2 cubic feet.
Oops.
To obtain
That's fine. Maybe it's bugged, then it just lets you get a level 3. Whoa! It's a real good bit. I think the drunk image in the corner helps a lot. Like a lot. Awoogas. Oh yeah. Throw that in. Almost full. Cool. I don't know if I want to bother with the wood scrap. It's a good thing it took you a year. Because you're better now than you were a year ago. That kind of a thing. There we go. He's saying to think that. Thank you, Gabe Newell. Oh boy, I hope I get a bajillion dollars.
The concrete for 2 minutes, or until the temperature stabilizes. Then the temperature is recorded. The measurement must be completed within 5 minutes after the sample is obtained. The temperature of in-place concrete is measured in the same way. Now, the air temperatures during concrete construction are also important. The high and low air temperatures must be monitored daily. Next on the list is the slump test, AASHTO T119. This is by far the oldest and most widely used test to measure the uniformity and consistency of concrete.
So I'm listening to the concrete. My favorite character from Steven Universe.
Variations
Anyways.
in slump generally indicate that changes have occurred in the properties or proportions of cement, aggregates, water, or admixtures. The equipment needed for slump tests includes a standard slump cone, a standard tamping rod, a scoop, a base, and a ruler or measuring tape. The slump cone should be reasonably clean, especially inside. The surfaces should be smooth, with no dried concrete on them. Also, there should be no major dents. A standard tamping rod is smooth with a rounded tip.
She's slumped.
Makeshift
She's
rods,
slumped.
such as cut-off
It's
reinforcing
in my
bars,
head.
are unacceptable.
Oh, he's
The
cleaned
base
the
of the
dried
cone
concrete
must
out
be
of your
strong,
slump cone
rigid,
condition.
and stable enough to support the tester as well as the concrete and equipment.
It's like 400 for the storm filter. 150. I'm buying it now.
It needs
Okay.
to be level and firmly supported so that it won't rock or bounce. The sample should be brought close to the test location and remixed if necessary until it looks uniform.
Whatever. Waste some money for fun.
The test is begun.
Careful, I'm gonna need you to go out in the storm.
The inside of the slump cone to keep the concrete from sticking to it. Then the base is dampened as well, so
Expiration
that it
date
won't
on
absorb
the
water from
bread.
the concrete. But no
Oh.
freestanding water should be left on the base.
It is kind of fucked up how
The
big
cone
Mario
should be
was,
set
like
down
back
on
in
the
the
base
day.
as close as possible to the sample.
Oh, that's it.
Next, the technician steps onto the footholds at the bottom of the cone and stays there. That's why the sample and cone need to be close to each other.
No! The slump cone breaks!
The cone is filled by moving the scoop around the top to distribute the concrete.
Get a
as
Mario
evenly as possible.
marshmallow. So butter match 10.
The filling is done in 3 layers. Each layer should take
What does a
up
Mario
approximately
marshmallow taste
1/3
like?
of the cone's volume.
They made cartoons and shit out
So
of
the first
anything.
layer should come up about 2.5 inches from the base.
Well, I mean, you had like
The
Mario
second
and
layer
like
should
Sonic,
come up
like
about 6 inches.
telling
That's
kids
about
that
halfway
like
up the
racism
cone.
is bad. You
And
know,
the
like
third layer should
I guess it all comes back
overflow
to
the
Steven
cone.
Universe. Garnet from
As
Steven
each layer is
Universe.
placed in the cone, it's consolidated with the tamping
Racism
rod.
is no good.
Starting at the perimeter, with its rounded tip downward,
Yeah.
the rod
Fruit
is
flavor.
inclined slightly to match the slope of the cone.
Yeah, Mario RPG
Otherwise, the
Mallow.
concrete closest to the
That
cone's
guy's
sides
something.
will not be properly consolidated. The rodding should go to the bottom of this first layer, but
Oh,
just
yeah.
the base.
Are there any good flavors for a marshmallow other than marshmallow? You know? I don't think there is. Like, what would you do? Peppermint? Maybe. I don't have a cool table to put that on. Strawberry marshmallows. Cinnamon marshmallows. Huh. I mean, I didn't get enough money for it. Extra Kerfur parts. Gotta get the, 2 elbow knee joints. Only got 2.
Cone and the rodding completed. The surface of the concrete is struck off
Scarer
by
rolls.
moving the tamping rod across it in a screeding and rolling motion. The concrete surface must be level and fairly smooth. Next, any concrete that is spilled around the bottom of the cone must be removed. Otherwise, it may keep the sample from slumping properly when the cone is lifted off. However, the technician must be careful not to move the cone and disturb the concrete. Basically, both sides of the cone must be held still by pressure on either the handholds or footholds until the cone is removed.
Presuming.
To remove the cone, both hands are placed on the handholds and downward pressure is applied to keep the cone stable before the feet are removed from the footholds. Now the cone is pulled straight up, slowly and steadily, without twisting or tilting. The removal should be completed in about 5 seconds. Slowly enough that the concrete doesn't pull on the cone. The cone is then set on the base, next to the concrete, without touching the concrete or jarring the base.
It's a lot of money.
Immediately, the tamping rod is laid flat across the top of the cone, extending over the concrete. A ruler or measuring tape is used to measure the distance between the bottom of the rod and the top of the concrete. The measurement should be made to a point that is directly above the center of the bottom of the concrete, not at the center of the top.
Yeah, let's pick this up. And
the entire slump test must be accomplished within 2 minutes, as measured between the adding of the first layer and the measuring of the slump. And that's sampling, temperature, and slump. At the end of part 1.
Weird.
In part 2, we'll cover air content, unit weight, and the making of cylinders and beams.
Yeah, I think I'm going to 772. Hungry, but it's not 5 p.m. What happens at 5 p.m.? Is that a slapper in my base? I already said hi. Oh, I have brain damage, that's fine. Scheduled dinner time. It's when your owners feed you. They put kibble in your bowl. It went up 125% in 3 outposts. I mean, yeah. Turns out if you post hot babes, people follow you. I don't know. I'll have to give it a try. Yeah. What were the last three? Oh yeah, no, yeah, that'll do it. God damn. Hot dogs. What'd you do, Jimmy? I'm gonna ignore the sleep paralysis demon real quick. Okay. I'm sure there's a burger somewhere that we can eat. Those gibbs are still there. I gotta clean that up. Image didn't loud. You gotta turn your volume up. Cynthia from Pokemon, balancing a pen between her lips and her nose. And also, you get a good view of her boobs. Holy Toledo. Cool view. They should build a Walmart here. Still haven't bought a can opener.
Cogs to mesh. Use your fingers to tighten the screw. Turn the crank handle until the 0 shows in the window on the top of the head. Loosen the crank screw and reposition the crank handle so it The can size determines the chuck size, position of the seaming roll, number and size of spacers used with the turntable spring and turntable, and whether you'll need to use the turntable extension. A tall 1-pound 301 by 408 can needs a number 301 chuck, the number 2 hole in the 3-hole nut, 2 3/16-inch spacers, and a turntable spring. The flat 1/2-pound 307 by 200.25 cans need a
The
number 307
wife
chuck,
delivery.
the number 2 hole in the 3-hole nut, 2 3/16-inch
Oh,
spacers,
yeah.
1 5/16-inch spacer, the turntable extension, and a turntable spring. The size is printed on the corresponding chuck. Gather together the parts needed for the can size you've chosen. The right side will be assembled first. Insert
Good
the
morning,
3-hole
Misty
nut
Bell.
into the channel labeled first on the right-hand
It's
side.
worries
of the
from
can.
if you're healing your wife.
Numbers should be visible on the top of the nut.
Yeah, but like, of the void. Nice. There. Badass. I guess I can just eat those flesh gibs. I hear voices in my head, they counsel me, they understand, they talk to me. This is like Fred Durst lyrics. The meat's still there. Cool. I gotta stock up the fridge. Randy Orton's intro music. Same. Damn it. Just put the cup of coffee in my pocket. Why not? Set up another one of these. Now I remember what I was looking for. Here we go. Do we have any warning signs? No. Alright. It's gonna be nice and bright today, so that's cool. Don't have to worry about turning the headlights on. Do have to worry about looking where I'm going. Like a Beyonce song or whatever. The other one. You know what I'm talking about, right? Wait, hold on. I'm stupid. Yeah, the voices inside of my head. Yeah. I don't know the rest of it. I'm not a fucking Beyonce expert. I think. Maybe. I haven't checked. I think it's cheaper to go full throttle. Guys, it's red. Me to the group chat. After the latest Atlas update comes out, let's go, baby. Yahoo! Sometime today. I don't know when. Should see a doctor about it. That's why I'm asking the boys. Alright. It came out an hour ago. Fuck. Damn, I could have been playing it today. I don't know why I wasn't expecting a midnight release. Dubois. Switch over to it now! No. I want to go about making a new PNG. Besides, I'm sure it can wait. It's not like something's gonna happen. Just add a huge ass to this one. Oh yeah, these are moving trees, I think. I might be insane. What's the Atlas PNG? It's World Chocolate Day. Atlas. Yeah. National Bikini Day. There we go. Just one. It's not that crusty. That's fine, whatever. Well, I'm having fun playing voices. I don't have to think. I gotta get some good sleep before Atlas. Oh, you can't see the fucking metal detector? My Blue Blaze GX, he's multiplied. Now neither of us will be virgins. You misread the schedule. I feel like Mook's gonna come in and he's gonna say that neither of you read it correctly and that it's like a completely different day. There we go. Hold on. It is on Sunday. Okay. Fuck. What do you mean, them getting you? Oh, yeah, no, you can just see it. I'm stupid. It's been a while. The metal in the potato? Yeah. Alright. Getting it at night is a pro gamer move. What do you mean? I just didn't, I didn't think about it. Just because it's impossible to see with this fucking thing. 3-hour-long tutorial Easter egg quest? No. I saw Mr. Joey do a little bit of it. And I've seen Mr. Egos do a little bit of it too. Some bits that I didn't see Joey do. Yeah, I need to get back into looking at like creepypastas and fun conspiracy theories. It's been a while. As far as I'm aware, this is safe. Yeah, I know about that. There we go. I could watch Bane today, yeah. Scared me a little bit. I deserve that. Alright.
In this module, we're going to explore the concept of leader's intent, the use of sand table exercises, and after-action reviews, or AARs. Hopefully, this module will help clarify the connection between command and operations. How often have you heard someone ask, does anybody really know what we're doing here? What's the big picture? The Leadership Development Program addresses this in the leadership training curriculum by talking about the
Neat
importance
mark.
of understanding and communicating leaders' intent. This summer, however, we
I
talked
wanna
to
get that
many
up
of
to
you
3
in the
just to
field,
see what
and
it
there
is.
seems to be some
As a
confusion
treat.
regarding these issues. We heard questions like, how does leaders' intent play into the establishment of objective strategies
Someone
and tactics?
one guide them at the
Does
missing
leaders' intent
important
change as we
Carol
move up and down the
dialogue.
chain of
God
command? Who's responsible for
damn.
leaders' intent and what needs to be shared with subordinates? We were even asked how leaders' intent differs from commanders'
Like,
intent. To help us
it's
clarify these issues,
so
we talked to Mark
annoying
Smith.
how
Mark is a retired
often
military senior
the one
non-commissioned
guy bit
officer
happens.
with special
I don't, do
operations
people
and
really
currently
like think
works for
that's
Mission-Centered Solutions
fun to
as an
watch?
instructor for the Fireline
Like,
Leadership
I want to
Training
watch
Course.
Joey playing the video, not
Let's hear
like
his explanation
one
of
guy in
leadership.
chat going, if you
Concerning the
if you run
confusion
into the
between
wall for an
commanders'
hour
intent,
straight,
leaders' intent, what do they
you
mean?
get superpowers. He's like,
First
really?
of all, the bottom line, they're exactly the same thing.
And then everyone's like, yeah. No, it's true, it's true, it's true. And then he does it. And he's like, when am I supposed to get the superpowers? And he's like, oh, one guy. Thanks for the clip. They're gonna use that as evidence during the congressional hearing on aliens. I don't have any money. You can turn on the Santa when she stops you from leaving.
Wildland fire in different ways at the same
Wait, what?
time in multiple places, and of course, you know, we pick the one we like, and hence the confusion, the error chain on which one to use. But in reality, in the military
Sounds
context,
badass.
there's no difference. So in the military, every leader is kind of a commander at their own level type of deal, and essentially it is meant to reflect that you are providing not just the what to do, but the why you're doing it and how it fits into the overall big picture of the operation. The purpose of leaders' intent is to, in the larger context, it's to unleash and empower a term called concentric initiative, meaning this kind of an environment, like wildland fire, like other high-risk
I think
environments,
Dark Souls 1 fell down the
is
curse
very
hole.
subject to the laws of nature and unleashing of great amounts of chaos and energy and so on, which creates
If the Santa's
conditions
on when
that
she
Karl von
stops
Clausewitz
you,
called
she
the
says,
fog of
please
war.
turn them
You know,
off, Chris,
friction,
instead of
danger,
you're welcome
uncertainty,
here
all
anytime.
these types of things. And it is the accepted historical reality that
Weird.
in that kind of an environment, you cannot have effective centralized command and control in the traditional
Did it get
sense.
the MC? Can that happen?
That's impossible to get anything done because
Hope it
the
doesn't show
head
the
is
view
going
can.
to
I
get
don't
cut
wanna
off
know.
from the body. And so it is
Failed
only
to
if those
determine
people
content
at the ground level
classification.
understand how
Oh.
their efforts are supposed to fit
Oh, I think
into
it
the
did.
larger picture, that they can be effective. Because during that time of maximum chaos is
What
when
the
we
fuck?
need them to continue to function, not stop and
That's
turn on
scary.
the radio and wait
Scarier
an hour
than
until
aliens.
they can get a hold of the ops or the IC.
I'm sure I'm
to
gonna
find
get
out
a
what to do next. We
Which
need
notification about it?
what they need to do, and they need to understand what it is we want them to do. So again, if we've given them an assignment of build line from drop point 1 to drop point 4, and the whole world has changed on them now, they can't do that. If we haven't given them the intent, they're dead in the water until they can get new instructions. If
They
you
don't want the
provide-
proof. What was the clip? I just walked into the room and the fucking Glorp singing just the two of us was playing and it scared me 'cause super fucking loud. And I didn't expect it. I gotta get the money for another. Regular armor doesn't give you any curse resistance. As opposed to playing Pyromancer. That'll do it, I guess. Yes!
Say that this 500,000-acre unit that was fired on.
InfoWars radio
Now, when I'm
shows.
down with a
Wait, hold on, that's a really good
level
idea.
or smaller, my leader's intent is only going to be concerning my
Gotta grab, like, the
ground.
older
But I'm
ones,
going to
yeah.
make sure that my leader's intent is based on me understanding what is
Oh,
supposed
yeah,
to happen.
that can happen.
Several levels above.
What does he do?
So
Oh.
that my
Did he just kill you?
as they move from direction delegated highly what I'm always
I guess so.
is what that senior leader wants. What is anyone want?
He makes you red. Oh, okay. He leaves you on red. Oh, yeah. First alien of the save. I was really excited to see him. I didn't realize he killed you at that, like, They just... crashed my game in the Enchanted Forest. Mobile suit mushroom. Weird. Yeah, every Mobile Suit Gundam username guy knows each other. Deprived is bad because it has the most stats. Yeah, that guy just shows up if you've got skulls sitting around in your base, right?
As America's coal energy is
Oh, did he like come from here and he just like ran outside down to... Nah. Maybe. You need 3 in your base. Does it include ones that you have like in your inventory? How would an alien? That wasn't an alien, that was a ghost. Hate to break it to you. Huh. It's a discrimination. That's still there. It's just that one. Could be a low chance at though. Probably. It's still stuck. I'd love to get the cell gun. I can't hold it. Can't hold that one. Can't hold that one. I wonder why. But he changed. I guess he could like. I don't know. Weird.
the Mid-Continent Regional Award. Log Creek Church AML Sites 900 and 2040, Pike and Warwick Counties, Indiana, for the Indiana Department of Natural Resources Division of...
Oh yeah, that.
Over 100 years
I wonder.
of surface mining left dangerous vertical high walls, devastated landscape with...
No.
Cottonwood Wash Reclamation Project in San Juan County, Utah.
Huh. Oh yeah, that like blows off later.
Cooperative partnering between
Spider-Man.
agencies maximize both funding and expertise to reclaim 264 acres and bring the land back to productive use. 70%.
Yeah, I had like as many skulls as I could in my base, like every other save file, but that's what gets me. Damn. I wanted to see that guy too. I wonder if these are still okay. Oh wow. Cool. Be careful what you wish for. I would you wish some. Wish I could have gotten a photo of him. And if you put the skulls in the shower, it like activates immediately. I have so many fleshy gifts. Meat locker. Speaking of,
Gypsum, wood waste, and compost to support native vegetation.
let me go work on that right now. You haven't gotten that yet, like at all? That happened a couple of times in like the other save files. Yeah. It's one of the more annoying events because it leaves a bunch of stuff in your base. That does work, okay. Meat locker event, but come. Yeah, sure. Why not? Putting the extra cum in your freezer for later. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what I expected you to post other than that. But yeah, I can't wait to see the finished Gundam. Cum circles. You know what? That's a good screenshot to have. What if we headed the Nose Demon from Burke?
The rest, about 72,000, belong to other governmental and private parties. The challenge for dam owners is to maintain an active awareness, both of the operating condition of these structures and of the risks they pose to the public.
That'd be awesome.
It's easy for owners to concentrate on the cost management concerns of their business and to lose the self-discipline necessary to monitor and maintain structures so that they are safe. Catching and storing water presents a potential hazard. Stored water
He usually wiggles his ears and waddles away. Yeah. You can see it going down any other way. The Genie A1 at Twitch.television. It's actually like .Tuvalu. Learn the lore.
Often without apparent warning and usually catastrophically. Water seeps and erodes through the dam or its foundation or abutments. It pushes through paths of weakness or joints in rock, creating tunnels by erosion.
Ah, beans.
These
Hold
channels may
on.
be enlarged by continued erosion until the water quickly rushes under, around, or through a dam, and the entire reservoir is suddenly empty. Piping
Three
is a
level
condition
twos.
difficult to detect. It requires an aggressive, continuous monitoring program. It is such a critical problem that the Federal Interagency
Okay,
Committee on
Kerfer's.
Dam Safety
Kerfer's
has
working.
asked an internationally renowned engineer and educator
Thought this was some sort of meat event.
based on his extensive experience in dam and foundation engineering. Dr. Ralph Peck has graciously consented to share his experience and knowledge
Didn't color what?
through these two videotapes. The first video is about
Oh, the
failures
nose demon.
and how they
I kind of forgot about the Berserk anime.
The topic of the second video is
For
surveillance
good
and
reason.
preventive measures. Dr. Peck's involvement in saw mechanics and foundation engineering
I don't know.
coincides with the development of saw mechanics
I think he is supposed to be gray.
starting when he worked on the Chicago subway project in 1939.
Whiskey, Foxtrot, Quebec.
Father of saw mechanics. He has since served as a consultant for many governmental organizations, including the Bureau of
Yeah.
Information and Corps of Engineers.
Alright, fine there.
Projects that he has been associated with, as well as a large number of major dams around the world. Dr. Peck was awarded the National Medal of Science by President Ford
Wait.
for his contributions in the United States. Currently he is Professor Emeritus at the University of
Like the
Illinois.
fucking Sanksquatch.
Dr. Peck.
Almost a century ago, there were 3 notable dam failures in the United States.
Let's go to Quebec first. Ignore the part where I typoed it. After typing it correctly. That's not important. Anywhere but Quebec! Kerfer can just do whatever. It's fine. I gotta buy a fucking ATV repair kit. Quebec seems cool. Do you know French? Otherwise, there are probably better places to go. It is Quebec that's, aggressive about it, right? English is really common further south you go. I believe it. One, 6, F4, F9, 6, F, 6, E. leave the skulls here for fun. There. You assume it's terrible. Yeah, believe it. Good morning, Sir Rio. Youch. Hey, what did you post, Jack? What is this? Emergency cat transmission. Yeah. The idea of people sending tank memes over the radio waves is really funny to me. Oh yeah, I forgot about berries. Entirely. Berries. Wonder what was out here. Probably one of those dang old lights. Thinking about merging without looking. Haunted robot cat wife. It could have been Kerfer, actually. It's a good point. Speaking of, we're gonna get Kerfer jump scared at some point. I still haven't seen the goat walking around. Like, that's the thing that happens, right? You can see him from here.
Peter, the goat is here.
Hey, Peter, my goat is washed. But yeah, the problem with the curtain is that it's stuck at the fucking earth. Embedded in concrete, housing evil spirits. That's what I get for walking without using my flashlight. Stuck in the girth. Ain't we all? We really aren't. Anyways. I'm really feeling the couch sleep now. Golf is the one in the annoying spot. Foxtrot is... I'm the other annoying spot, actually. Never mind. I do really like how nice this game looks. It's like some good weather effects on a decent decent forest. There's a lot. To fuel. Oh my god, there's trash in here. The one instance. They got me.
Getting girth-legged.
Planet Gok. Gotta draw a more proportionate person. I feel like you'll get... I don't know. Just don't draw anyone that would care, I guess.
But the dam has a bottom.
If you drew him as a squished
The
creature.
dam was repaired. It continued to exhibit some seepage downstream, and eventually, many years later, a cutoff wall was put through the dam to reduce the seepage and make it safe to fill completely. On the far-flung Churchill Falls project,
Yeah, I mean, may as well draw him chibified.
was constructed.
Sex goblinified, yeah. That ought to do it. Too many miners on Art Fight. Yeah, I guess only draw people you know then. That's what I've been doing so far. Oh god, the Art Fight Discord's gotta be insufferable. I think bad is actually just the proper term. Have you not been counterattacking? I haven't really been a like got. There was a one from last year that I should probably counterattack or whatever. Yeah. But, that's it. Wild. Anyways, yeah, no. Hold on, how many? You getting like 1 billion, Peanut? No. No. Probably doesn't help that I don't have a profile. A profile pic. Anyways. Did it defend from a mass attack? You never did. They drew you in 5 minutes. Yeah. I think caring about points isn't a good idea. Because then you're just drawing people in 5 minutes. I've got to draw more cooler. Draw them as the... Yeah, I'm really, like, curious. I assume at that point, like, they just copy and paste some of the bits. But, like, does that happen a lot in, you know, the art fight communities? Where, people will race swap characters so much that it's, like, a problem? Everyone is a racist caricature, but never the right one.
And we
Now,
can
hold
see
on.
that there was a berm in the dam itself at the level of the roof of the powerhouse.
This guy's onto something.
You can also see from the outlets how much of the tail race would be submerged when the powerhouse was in actual operation. Even though the facility operated successfully for a number of years, it was being carefully inspected by a watchman whose job it was to tour the project every few hours. And one night, one dark, foggy night, the watchman had quite a story to tell. He had made his rounds early in the evening, come back about midnight, went into his office and sat down
There we
to
go.
read the Sunday papers, noticed that water was coming through the door, base of the door, which he had closed in his office. He realized that was unusual, looked out, saw there was water on the deck of the powerhouse, more than there should have been just from the rain. So at 1:10 in the morning, he called his supervisor and said something was wrong. The supervisor told him to go take a look around.
You don't care. It would be fun seeing characters as different races. If they're human, yeah.
For him to leave.
That's what you'd look like if you were Nano Mega Mook.
Out to where his truck was parked and started to leave the property.
That's a good,
This
that's a
is
good
a
point,
view
yeah.
of the
WorldOfBlackHeroes.com.
inspection, you might say, as he beat his retreat. You can see at this point, labeled A, the watchman's shanty. You can see that he went around to the edge of the structure where his truck was parked.
Yeah.
By the time he got to the truck, the water was about 4 or 5 inches deep and was very muddy. And
It's
it
an
seemed to be
Asian
coming,
man that
he
becomes
thought,
a black
from
guy.
across the far corner of the powerhouse. He could see things not too well because there's a lot of switchgear and the like on top of the powerhouse. But he did notice
they
that
just
the
did
lamp
stuff back
on top
then.
of the dike was still illuminated, and he could see by the light of that lamp.
I mean, I don't really need to keep the plastic trash. A white racist guy who turned into a superpowered black guy. That's, yeah. It's like the guy from One Punch Man. That guy's just oiled up.
Sound of large rocks falling. The water came back again. There was a big flash, and all the lights went out. The lights went out at about
And like
20
tanned
minutes
over the
after
course of
he told the
years.
supervisor. When the lights went out, he could see very little.
Wonder why they didn't bring
but
him back.
He had thought he had
Yeah, that's a
seen
good point.
mist rising from behind the dam, somewhere in the neighborhood of the old lamppost. He couldn't really be sure.
Oiled shoe
This
polish,
day,
sure.
He realized something serious was happening.
You can't make DC's first black superhero a racist white guy. Snowflake, the cocaine guy. They, yeah. Guys, I think comics suck. I think this shit is so
Not a
ass.
technical person who had no reason to think he understood what was going on, he could simply describe things as he saw them, makes a classic picture of a failure of piping, that is, an erosion tunnel. Most likely what happened, that seems to agree with all of the information and with the
Anyways,
is that somewhere underneath the level of the tail race water, and the tail race was always full of muddy water because the streams.
there we go. Time to clean the base a little bit. There we go. That bit, yeah, no, that's, yeah. I'm tired. I'm not just sleepy. Tired.
One edge of the structure, up here is the lamp post.
What the lockers there? Wait a minute. I was really hoping you could collect the water from the sink, but no. That medicine in the shower, yeah. Syrup bottles. That's a weird sound.
After the failure occurred, you could see all sorts of erosion channels and gullies in the Cretaceous. Here's one example.
Nice. You guys like video games? Hey, you can fix the kitchen sink. I haven't tried. I ran out of juice already. Ain't video games. Damn.
Most famous of the dam failures that we have heard about in recent years. The cause of the failure is a subject of still a certain amount of controversy.
Wait, Dark Souls. That's video games. Ran out of stuff in Balatro. That's video games too. Why can't you use water from the shower? That would be easy, wouldn't it? Ran out again. You've been editing all day. Damn it. I miss my mom. Oh. What do you mean Orc City?
At Teton, although there were one of them, most likely, was like at Fontenelle, the compaction of core material against bedrock that had not been treated by some sort of dental concrete, so that, in effect,
Chicklet and book top
core
slop.
was compacted against open holes in the rock.
What the
such as
fuck
this
is
one we
Orc
see
City?
in the Key Trench. This is a trench at the end of the core, excavated in the rock to tie the core into the rock itself. As you can see, the rock was jointed, and there were spaces like those that you see in the picture, against which fill was placed, with no resistance really against the materials being able to move into such an open space.
Oh.
Well, we have seen in these illustrations
Complained about the books at Target not being targeted towards his demographic, and then complained about Hideo Kojima's writing.
by heave.
Yeah.
That's the kind of piping that occurred at the dams at the turn of the century, for example. They always occur on first filling of the reservoir. That is, if they're going to occur at all, they occur when the water first acts on the base.
I feel like some people are just wrong. Like, you can just look at someone posting things that are incorrect, and you just go like, yeah, nah. Book talk slop. Book top burgers. Oh wait, what is the other one? Oh no, it's a same link. Orc City yesterday.
And that
I don't see that shit on like Twitter. Oh god damn it.
Could be a first filling, or it could be a delayed failure.
Good thing I've got my sponge ready.
There is a good theoretical basis on which we can.
This is kind of morbid.
The type of failure. We may not be able to get numbers for final design, but we get the concept and understand what's going on and can put quantitative numbers on it.
Take Orc City over Horse Gotcha.
By Terzaghi in about 1921.
Because of the cock?
Illustrated by this flow net of the water again.
Yeah, the idea of someone hunched over cleaning up the blood that they're spilling out of their own head. It's really fucked up. Yeah, you need that bucket. They have real horses in the gacha world. It's a good question. They take him to the glue factory. Oh yeah. They give him the Elmer's glue hat, yeah. Oh yeah, daily task worked out. Cool.
It's pretty obvious that where the flow channels are very constricted and very small, the velocity is greater than it is elsewhere, and the corresponding seepage pressures are greater.
Spend the gacha money on real horse races and win actual money. I feel like if you're spending money on a gacha game, it's not good.
So here's where the failure could occur. And are you demonstrated by modern
It's worse than
tests
gambling, yeah.
that this phenomenon
But also,
is
I assume most people aren't actually spending money on their gacha games, right?
At the same time,
Only a couple people,
he
right?
came up with a method
The
of
glue
taking care of the
factory,
problem.
yeah, for the horse brothel, yeah.
The use of filters or weighted filters. Because he investigated this problem for a client that was bidding on a particular job, he patented the procedure, and these photographs
Google,
are
show me horse
in his
brothel.
original patent paper.
Good night, Fluffy 4K. Sleep tight.
They're
Don't the
very
bit big,
simple,
bait.
but you can see a block here that represents a dam. You see
I'll get a little
filter
bit more
downstream,
processing speed.
and
Why
a
not?
weight on top of the filter. And the whole idea was that where the
Lots
flow
of
lines
people
would
spend
be
a
concentrated
reasonable amount.
and tend to come up just downstream of the dam.
Ah.
The water could escape into the filter, which is coarser than the underlying material, and which is held in place by the weight on top. He even went so far, as you see in the second sketch, as to put, in some instances, the filter underneath a part of the dam structure itself. So that the dam provided some
Within
weight
zero is
that
unreasonable.
held the
You're not
material in
wrong.
place. And by means of the flow nets for various conditions, it's possible to see what kinds of remedial measures or preventive measures would be helpful. There are several flow nets sketched in this and the following slides, which illustrate these points. In this flow net, you see a cutoff wall placed near the downstream toe of a dam. Ordinarily, if you had your choice, you would put a cutoff wall all the way to the bottom so that you could cut off the flow entirely.
Like buying
Sometimes that isn't
costumes.
possible.
If you buy
This flow net
poles, you're an
shows a
addict.
cutoff wall that only
I
goes
see.
partway to rock down.
You're the guy
on
buying the
downstream
$200
toe.
League of Legends
You can
skins,
see
aren't
the
you?
flow
No.
nets have the flow lines spread out on account of the presence of the sheet piles near the discharge point, and that is a favorable element in reducing piping at the downstream toe. The next flow net has a short cutoff wall on the upstream side,
Bucket.
which reduces the flow, but of course doesn't cut it off completely. But the flow channels are collected downstream in a filter.
League being a
like that
gacha
that's
frightens you.
looking at
It's
in
not normally.
patent paper.
It is by me.
The next one shows a drain
Wonder if it'll fuck
near the
gachas,
downstream
hopefully.
toe and no cutoff at all.
Yeah.
There's more flow, some kind of the dam by some sort of setup.
Dams about
I need some
21
money.
dams
Anyways,
about 21
I'm gonna go to the
are
bathroom
federally
real
owned
quick.
and operated.
I'll be right back. Yippee. Is there a mobile league? I hope not.
In the United States, there are more than 74,000 dams, serving immensely valuable purposes: flood control, water supply, hydropower, navigation, erosion control, recreation, and environmental management. Of these dams, about 2,100 are federally owned and operated. The rest, about 72,000, belong to other governmental and private parties. The challenge for dam owners is to maintain an active awareness, both of the operating condition of these structures and of the risks they pose to the public. It is easy for owners to concentrate on the cost management concerns of their business and to lose the self-discipline necessary to monitor and maintain structures so that they are safe. Catching and storing water presents a potential hazard. The stored water possesses tremendous energy and can cause extensive damage and loss of life if the reservoir is released suddenly, uncontrollably from dam failure. We've all seen the destructive power of large volumes of rushing water. The most frequent cause of dam failure is water overtopping the structure because the reservoir is inadequate to hold a flood. The second most frequent cause of failure is seepage and piping. Ever since dams have been built, failures have been caused in this way, often without apparent warning and usually catastrophically. Water seeps and erodes through the dam or its foundation or abutments. It pushes through paths of weakness or joints in rock, creating tunnels by erosion. These channels may be enlarged by continued erosion until the water quickly rushes under, around, or through a dam and the entire reservoir is suddenly empty. Piping is a condition difficult to detect. It requires an aggressive, continuous monitoring program. It is such a critical problem that the Federal Interagency Committee on Dam Safety has asked an internationally renowned engineer and educator to develop a presentation based on his extensive experience in dam and foundation engineering. Dr. Ralph Peck has graciously consented to share his experience and knowledge through these 2 videotapes. The first video is about failures caused by piping and how they developed. The topic of the second video is surveillance and preventive measures. Dr. Peck's involvement in soil mechanics and foundation engineering coincides with the development of soil mechanics as an engineering discipline, starting when he worked on the Chicago Subway Project in 1939 as an assistant to Dr. Carl Tersaghi, the father of soil mechanics. He has since served as a consultant for many governmental organizations, including the Bureau of Reclamation and Corps of Engineers. The San Francisco Bay Area Rapid Transit Project and the James Bay Hydro Project in Canada are 2 of many significant projects that he has been associated with, as well as a large number of major dams around the world. Dr. Peck was awarded the National Medal of Science by President Ford for his contributions in the United States. Currently, he is Professor Emeritus at the University of Illinois. Dr. Peck.
Almost a century ago, there were 3 notable dam failures in the United States. In 1907, Hauser Lake Dam was built across the Missouri River near Helena, Montana. It was a steel structure about 70 feet high, and it rested on alluvium in the river bottom. There was a cutoff wall near the upstream toe that extended only about halfway through the alluvial stratum. The first time the dam was filled, the water broke through beneath the cutoff wall, washed the dam out, and it failed completely. In 1909, Ashley Dam near Pittsfield, Massachusetts, was constructed. It was about 50 feet high. It was a slab and buttress concrete structure, quite long, with abutments on rock, but a center section over alluvium. The first time it was filled, the dam failed completely, leaving the dam itself spanning over the hole where the alluvium had been. This failure was reported in the press at the time as being a remarkable test of the concrete superstructure. But of course it wasn't much of a dam. In 1912, the Port Angeles Dam was constructed near Bremerton over the Ohio River. It was about 100 feet high, and it was a solid masonry dam. Initially, it didn't have a cutoff wall, but workers were beginning to construct a concrete caisson under compressed air beneath the structure to the bottom of the alluvial valley in order to make a cutoff. To reduce the flow a little bit, they decided to construct a sheet pile cutoff wall downstream of the toe. The river came up while this work was in progress and washed out the dam again, causing a complete failure. These 3 failures, although they were of entirely different kinds of structures, a steel dam, a slab and buttress dam, and a solid masonry dam, had one thing in common. They all failed on first filling. And, it's fair to say, they failed before the advent of modern soil mechanics. If we come up to 1951, Ontario Hydro built Sir Adam Beck No. 2 power plant. This is at Niagara Falls. And the scheme of the layout was to construct tunnels from above the falls through the dolomite bedrock to the escarpment above the gorge downstream from the falls. And a pump storage reservoir was constructed above the escarpment. The power plant was down below, of course, and the idea was that water could be stored at times when the falls were not a scenic attraction, that is, late at night when there weren't people to look at it, for example. And then the water would be released to make power at times when the scenic attraction of the falls wouldn't allow people to reduce the flow. The reservoir was contained by a dike which had a conventional sloping clay core resting on a dumped rock fill with a couple filters in between. The dam rested on the Niagaran dolomite, the bedrock of the region, and the rock fill itself was separated from the underlying rock by a cushion layer, 2 layers actually, of finer grained material, so that the rock fill could be embedded on it instead of resting its sharp points on the underlying bedrock. One day, sometime after the dam was constructed, 7 years as a matter of fact, one of the watchmen was walking the ditch as he was supposed to do every day and noticed that there was muddy water, and he set in motion the procedure for lowering the reservoir. And when the reservoir was emptied, it was discovered that there was a sinkhole in the dam and a sinkhole through the core. It was also discovered that the limestone dolomite beneath the structure was jointed. There were vertical joints, there were horizontal joints, and some of these joints near the upper part were filled with glacial till. And some of this fill had washed out, so that there was an open channel from upstream above the dam to a part beneath the structure, and literally the force of the water, as the filling had washed out of this joint, was like a fire hose on the underside of the fill. It washed the cushion up into the rock fill. It let the rock fill subside, and that in turn let the core subside and caused a sinkhole in the core. And it also turned out that this particular joint that washed out had, upstream from the dam, been the location of a light pole that was used during construction. And to establish the pole, a hole had been blasted into the limestone bedrock. And that hole gave access to the joint for the water in the reservoir. It took 7 years for that joint to wash out, but when it finally did, the dam
There we go. I'm not dead yet, despite everything.
It was localized
Give
simply
it
because
a
the
raid
warning
corpse.
was given soon enough by the alert inspector.
Fire Emblem.
And quite incidentally, it was a holiday.
Did you win?
Canadian
That's
holiday,
a... Is it
on
the same
which
ROM
the
hack?
dam failed, and the inspector
Thought you
certainly
at the
gets
final
credit for
fight.
doing his job on that day.
Welcome to the Alien video game. There was 5 seconds of actual alien footage. And, that's about it. There's a radioactive core in the garbage bin. Anyways, good morning, Faye found the 54. How long ago was the raid? How much did I miss? How late am I? And good morning, Corpse _ channel.
But
I can't
the
trick you into
rock
thinking things
against
happen
which
in this
the core
game.
was placed itself.
Yeah, you're not
was
wrong.
not treated with any sort of dental concrete, so there are occasional open joints. You see some here, several inches wide, and against these open
see.
spaces, the dam
Currently
fill material,
working on
including
getting
core
more
material,
money
was placed.
so we can have
In the
fewer
spring of
problems.
1968, when the dam was filled, Seepage appeared near the toe of the dam, near the junction between the embankment and the spillway. And rather rapidly, over a period of 2 or 3 days, the seepage...
Well, back to doing nothing. Wait, no, I ordered the...
began to work its way back on the abutment. We see
I haven't sent the order yet.
In the fill stage just before the roadway collapsed that goes to the spillway. When the roadway collapsed, the dam
you know what, I'll get
by
one of
that
these.
time had
Why
been
not?
pretty well
It's
drawn
nice.
down, so that it was not an actual failure.
Is that not the
in that
machine?
The reservoir was dumped, but it was very close to being a failure. There were a
Oh yeah, you
series
can get one of the
violent
desk
surges just
printers
before
frame.
the final collapse
200.
that took the spillway
I
bridge
gotta
with
get
it.
that.
But the dam as a
Smoke
body
detector.
was saved.
Oh, that sounds nice.
The dam was repaired. It continued
I'm not getting
to
that.
exhibit some seepage down.
Anyways. I don't think there's anything we need to do outside right now. I'm getting ready to build my robot wife. Hopefully that turns out well. Huh? Yeah. Okay. Sure. Well, let's get the bucket and start cleaning.
Right angle joints vertical in several directions. And it turned out that one set of these joints terminated on a rock surface, as you can see in this slide, where there was no opportunity for water to escape, but there was a wide open joint going upstream, terminating in the reservoir, that delivered water directly against this flat rock surface.
Oh, back to work. That was a big fucking UFO. The radar dish. It's always there.
Led to reconstruction after that. 1975.
I don't know how the bucket physics work. It'd be so fucked up if there was like a small chance for funny aliens to get you. If you're holding a bucket. Yeah, cool. know if cleaning the shower even, like, does anything, other than get you the achievement and the credits. Cool. Fellas, I don't know what soap does. Fuck. Boots up Super Smash Brothers. He dropped it. No. Hold on, wait a minute. It's not enough water to use. God damn it. This is a cartoon. Yeah? Yeah, actually.
Watchman's champion. You see that he went down to the edge.
You got me there. Yeah, right. There we go. Now we're cooking. Cool. Gonna unclean your bathroom. Yeah, I believe it. This does look a lot better. The chocolate scene from Dumb and Dumber. Yeah, sure. Why not? Is Dumb and Dumber worth watching? It's been a while. I may have seen it at some point. Peanut Butter Baby. Yes. Oh. How was your performance at a Jimmy? Anyway. Ah. My brother played Ark years ago with with a friend, I think. I don't know. Anyways. There's some tiny little dumpy ass fat dinosaurs and you just named them Peanut Butter Baby. And that was funny. That's the whole story. Certified backstory. You're not wrong. Z fighting. Never said I wasn't. Peanut butter jelly time. Sure. There's nothing to clean up here. There we go. Give it another like 12 hours and the base will be clean. Relatively. Probably not, actually. I'm doing what I can. Anyways, moral of the story is there was a peanut butter baby. Okay. Some of the filth is just baked into the textures, so that's cool. That stain to the left part of this. Yeah. Some filth stays forever. A life lesson. Isn't it a shame never scrubs off? Show me Papado's pics of bookmarks. Don't do that, actually. Hold on. No! I got all this coffee I gotta finish. Empty bag. Oh. Anyways, sorry, dumb man, I'm on. You're a pervert. I wonder if this works. I gotta find another stain real quick. Hold on. I kinda. Shakes penis disapprovingly. Yeah, write that down. For future use. It's in my mental notepad. Try not to disturb the curtain. The one that makes the loudest noise known to man. Like an elephant trunk. You were right. You're a pervert. It's the last time you'll hear that sentence. Who would have thought the future could be predicted so easily? I'm going Doctagon, I think. Yeah. Okay, they didn't say it already. Okay, good. I'm out of water. Ignore the bones. Yeah, this place looks a lot better. Cool.
It still looks pretty far.
Papato.
Wow, that was fast. We're almost...
Boy, that was quite a fall.
Teddy, what's that?
Say, little bud, what's your name? What seems to be the problem?
My name's Peter, and I'm a piping plover. Being a little bird is the problem. Well, most people on the beach don't realize we're here. They bring their dogs, their loud machines. They fly huge kites and scare us. The dunes are our homes, and they aren't safe from giant feet.
Well, sure as a piece of crumb cake on Sunday. We gotta put a stop to these shenanigans.
Teddy, how can we help Peter get the word out about the proper piping plover procedures?
Don't have to get tongue-tied to find out information. All you have to do
Maybe we
is...
should check out this refuge thing.
Oh,
Sounds like a good deal for us birds.
That's a wicked good idea, Sully.
Wildlife refuges are all across our great country.
Dude, let's do it. Refuge, here we come.
So remember, you can visit our refuge at www.fws.gov.
Thank you, California Art Institute or whatever.
Yeah.
That was badass.
Yeah.
My taxes went to that. No, my parents' taxes went to that like 20 years ago. Wild. I'm gonna buy that can opener. $100. Whatever. It's worth it. Maybe. Probably not, actually. Alright. I gotta finish that coffee. Fuck. Oh, yeah.
Producing high-quality home-canned fish is a source of pride for many Alaskans. Canning is an excellent way to preserve food, allowing fish to be
It disappeared
stored for up to 1 year for best
before I hit
quality.
enter.
While fish may be canned in glass jars, many people prefer using cans, as they provide a portable product that is both lightweight and durable. I'm Julie Cassio with the University of Alaska Fairbanks Cooperative Extension Service. Today we're going to go through the process of
There we
canning
go.
fish in cans. Because fish is naturally low in acid, pressure canning is required to kill dangerous microorganisms. Refer to the Cooperative Extension Service Learning Module on pressure canning for more information.
Speaking of cans. Not huge boobs. Okay, that isn't normal. Okay. Well, that's good to know. Huh. You heard that, right? Right? There.
The canner must be in good condition. Inspect the gasket for any
barrels.
rips or tears that might allow air to escape. The canner must be airtight when it
Two
is sealed.
level 3s. That's
Check
not too
the safety
bad.
plug to ensure that it is correctly seated. Hold the canner lid up to the light to be certain that the vent port is free of debris. And if you're using a dial gauge, have it checked annually for accuracy. Dial pressure. 2 pounds of fish for 1 pound can. Before canning, make sure your can sealer is working properly. Run a few empty cans
Alright, we got
through the
aliens right
sealer
now, hold on.
and inspect the seals. If you aren't sure about the seal, refer to the Cooperative Extension publications titled Assembling a Can Sealer or Visual Inspection of Can Seams in Home Food Preservation.
DT.
When you catch fish, handle them with care to avoid bruising. Be aware that exposure to sun or heat may cause the quality of the meat to deteriorate. Bleed your fish immediately after catching to increase the storage life. And remove the internal organs
Hold on.
and rinse inside.
Fuck you doing? That's gone now.
What the fuck is that emote?
This gives fish an effective
Very
shelf
impressive.
life of 2 years.
We got error rolls on there now. Cool.
Thaw it in the refrigerator or under cold water, running water, before canning. Trim away any freezer burn. Then rinse your fish in cold water. Vinegar may be added to the water up to 2 tablespoons per quart
It's the video.
to help remove the slime.
Surfer. Yeah, okay.
Then trim away the head, the tail, the fins, and scales.
All right.
Skin may remain on the salmon or the halibut when you're canning it. You can also leave the bones in when canning salmon.
That'd be fucked up
The
if I
bones will
just
soften
stretched
during the
the
canning
alien.
process and actually increase the calcium
when I was
level
looking.
in the canned product. For halibut, however, you need to remove the bones. Keep your fish refrigerated until you're ready to pack it into the cans.
Whoa.
In preparation for canning, you may rinse the cans, but don't wash the lids. The sealing compound in the lids is very delicate, and washing it could...
Whatever shall we do?
Leaves shrimp in the giant bear trap.
Chunks or can-sized lengths. Using the can as a guide helps us get the right size.
Alright.
Then you need to pack the fish solidly
It's still going.
into the cans, leaving a 1/4 inch space
Put shrimp under your what?
on top of the fish and the top of the can. Salt, seasoning salt, or other
Yeah, expect the
seasonings
pound.
can be added to the top of the packed fish. The publication, Adding Variety to Home Canned Fish, has additional
Anyways.
suggestions. Some of these suggestions are ones that you may want to try, and it also gives ideas on things that people have tried and have found not to be successful.
Ugh.
Exhaust air from the can before sealing, and this is done by exchanging the air with steam.
Yoink.
This process prepares the cans so that a vacuum
Tango,
will be able to
X-ray
form
November.
during the pressure canning step. So we need to place an open pan, an open pressure canner pot, or a roaster pan with water on the stove and get the water up to simmer. Once the cans have been packed with the fish, place the
This
open
Tango.
cans in the simmering
Trey's
water.
like. Oh, all the way there.
And the water should come about
Okay.
halfway
And
up the
November's
can
there.
on the outside. As the open cans heat, use a meat thermometer to monitor the temperature. The fish must reach a temperature of 170 degrees Fahrenheit. Check each can, as they may not all heat at the same time. Placing a
Thought I had
lid over
something.
the entire pot helps to bring the temperature of the fish up to 170 degrees
Anyways.
faster. But it also encourages condensation to form, which can fall back.
Oh yeah,
into
City
the
came
cans.
out.
So to prevent
How's
this
that?
excess moisture from getting into the can.
I've never watched Nichijou. It's shitty. Oh, because it's called City. Oh, I see. -2. I think X-ray is the next one. Just going as fast as I can. Yeah. Look at the Franks ruined the anime. Yeah, yeah, I cut out the For You bit because it just ruined anime, yeah. Objectively true. Why was that red? What was that? Anyways, yeah, no, you can just wait for anime to be over. Yeah, 2, 3, CO, AE, A2, FA. I do want to target November. Darling in the Franxx was fine. Dude, that show sucks ass. And then there's like the first episode's good. It builds a lot of interest. Okay. Go watch the go watch horses. Sure. You know, like the teen pregnancy or what? Darling in the Franxx? You know, like women? No. Nah. Imagine it's a fucking Heavy Rain situation, I guess, where like you've got a thriller with plot hooks that are like, you know, presented over the course of the series, and then it just like hits the bed with literally fucking nothing. Like, oh, not only did they not go in to the bit, you know, they just it goes and like, oh hey, all this stuff that we didn't really like talk about that was being hinted at, yeah, no, it's fine. You know, all those kids that were implied to have died during training, the tragic like backstory that, you know, these guys are evil. No, they're just over here. It's just in these tubes over here. They're fine. What do you... Fuck off. What is this, Jimmy? Gundam. It's awesome. Uma Musume was doomed to be trash to you. Eat women, horses, racing, and gambling. Badass. You didn't eat them, hold on. Wait a minute. mean, you spoiled you by killing the cast. Yeah. But yeah, no, the Darling the Franks, you get like the steady decline in the first half of this, like the series, like the first season, and then that one episode in the middle was just really good. It was like, oh, because apparently they just had 2 teams of writers or something. I don't know why or how or what the point was, but they just had 2 teams of writers doing it. Corpse. No. Uma Musume is about being a VTuber. In the idol sort of way, or what? Yeah, it was like 2 separate writing teams that both like had completely different ideas and hated each other. I guess. One of them just wanted to do Gurren Lagann again, and the other one wanted to do, I don't know, something else. Yeah, you could just watch Gurren Lagann again, and you get a better experience. 1 3 1 2 6 6 E. Let me see. Just want to go over there. Anyways, I'm not playing the horse game. I'm sorry. Not me. Oh no. The man who sold the horse. That's okay. I do see all these pictures of some of the mostly just gold ship. People posting that thing. That's pretty funny. I'm getting undertailed on it. Just a little bit. You know how it goes. Yeah, despite everything, I hate horsing around. Sorry. The flood of horse-based content. Yeah. Like, I don't really feel a need to consume the video game, the video game. Well, definitely not the video, but the anime or anything, because I see enough of it. It's just there. On the internet. I'm wondering if like the shrimp cases are left over. I don't think they are. Well, I hope the error rolls ain't the shrimp I put out. People wouldn't shut the fuck up about Expedition 33. I got a little bit of that too, yeah. I just didn't like the look of it. Like, the style doesn't look right. Not in like a, it's not to my taste, but like, it's not motion sickness. But it just doesn't look right. Like My Little Pony. Oh yeah. Another thing that was, you know, overplayed. Discord skeptic contains in threads in the gaming channel. Spoilers. Yeah. I guess the horse thing is a lot more like My Little Pony than I thought. Anyways, Expedition 33, like, I got spoilers to, like, some of the gimmicks behind it. And that made me, like, kind of start caring about it. I guess it does have an interesting premise. The price tag. Oh, yeah. Yeah, not only it looks like I can't run on my computer. don't know. Oh, hold on. I'm almost out of food. And almost out of sleep. Could fix that. One, 9, 2, 3. C, B. 7, 8. F5. FRPG. What makes it French? 4 fellows in a row. Yeah, 4 sluts in a row, yeah. Anyways. Maybe someone will make like a let's play of it that I'll want to watch. The Black Knight sword. Two-handed R2 is funny. What's that? It's like a funny stab. Wooly did a let's play using the French dub. He's a little too Canadian. Get him. Is the French dub better? Thank you for filtering that message, Papado. Fight character, mascot outfit.
Portal captured all of the flow from the upper portion of a clean water stream called Fishing
What the
Rod
hell?
and channeled it through an abandoned mine to discharge acid mine drainage into a major stream. Fill material
Badass.
from the project site and nearby areas were used to eliminate the high walls. The
Like a
open
vertical
mine portal
fence.
and partially sealed mine opening are permanently closed. And Fishing Run now has a
Hey,
natural
that's my
stream
house.
bed designed using geomorphic
Wait a minute.
principles, while its banks are lined with trees. The Mid-Continent Regional Award. Log Creek Church AML Sites 900 and 2040, Pike and Warwick Counties, Indiana, for the Indiana Department of Natural Resources Division of Reclamation. Over 100 years of surface mining left dangerous vertical high walls and a devastated landscape within yards of a mid-18th century church and a heavily traveled county road. Acid
stood at
mine
that
drainage
exact
from exposed
spot.
sites was extensive and complicated by the use of coal and coal waste to construct haul roads. At Log Creek Church, over 70 acres of acid-producing waste has been sequestered. Forested wetlands are
Taking
established,
their
and using
impacts,
geomorphic modeling, sustainable
gold
stream
because of the
channels
mining.
and drainage areas are in place, while 4,000 feet of high wall have been replaced with natural slopes. The Western Regional Award. Cottonwood Wash Reclamation Project,
Damn,
San Juan
that's a
County,
badass
Utah,
character.
for the Utah Division of Oil, Gas, and Mining Abandoned Mine Reclamation Program. An archaeologically rich area inhabited for 3,000 years and extensively mined for vanadium and uranium in the 20th century. This site
Yeah,
was
weird.
littered with radioactive waste and open mines that threatened public safety. At Cottonwood Wash, cooperative partnering between agencies
Whoop, radiating the
maximized both
waste.
funding and expertise to reclaim 264 acres and bring the land back to productive use. 73 miles of mine exploration roads have
But I heard it again. Corpse, can you confirm getting ragdolled? Wild. That's normal. Fuck. Do not comically ragdoll corpse. Yeah. Weird. Anyways, good morning, Headless 47. Yeah. Started bleeding for no reason. Out of the head. There weren't always black bars on the sides of the screen, were there? I never noticed. Its brain's leaking out. I think it is actually. No, it's fine. Oh yeah, and there was something ragdolling. Damn it, I can't check again. I think it's just saying that bit. Weird.
So, in a sensitive way, Federal Highways works with us to lay them lightly on the land so that we're not doing any impairment of the resource.
These are the people's lands, and by devoting a significant number of our resources to the preservation of those lands and the roadway systems that serve those lands, we help make those lands available to the Americans.
National parks and other federal lands often protect historical and cultural landmarks. So the process of constructing highways demands a special sensitivity to these cultural issues.
Like Zoink Scoob.
The guard walls were very much a character-defining element of that road, but they were hand-laid, mortared, unreinforced stone walls on here that had no structural capability to them.
You couldn't effectively rebuild that rock wall and meet the crash standards required at this point. And so the challenge was, if we
a little bit
rebuild a steel and concrete core and then rock face, an extra $5 to $7 million.
The National Park Service, Federal Highway was to have the contractor take molds of selected walls representing the character they wanted to preserve. That texture was recreated in concrete and then enhanced through a three-step process.
It's a little bit of freaking. Sorry, let me adjust my volume. I hate that, like, alt tab. Like Zoink Scoob. I'm freaking the fuck out. Oh, the bars. Oh, I get it. Oh. That may have scared me.
This road on Arizona's Hopi Reservation is a road paved with history and tradition. The Road Project Partnership involves the Bureau of Indian Affairs, the Hopi Tribe, and the Federal Highway.
Where's that big boulder that was sitting here? There were some rocks underneath it, below it. Each time it rained, it'll move. Some of those boulders were wedged in here. They were like 8, 10 tons.
Sure, man.
These were about like 48 tons. They were about 50 feet above the roadway. The main concern was that the boulder falling down.
Would America try to stop the boozing?
Someone. That's the main road, only
I guess it was funny, I guess.
Like the federal lands they lie on, these roads have a history, sometimes predating the history of the United States. Sensitivities to that history and the culture it represents make many highway projects more than just a construction.
Yeah, the drive box. You're Puritan of Neverland. Jimmy, what's going on in Australia right now?
We were getting pressure from the clan leaders.
You're getting sent to the gulag.
Move that rock as quick as we can.
For your
Can't do
hentais.
it alone.
Seen this.
The agencies help. Working with us.
And so they contacted Federal Highways to be involved.
Look at what happened to Doc.
And we worked with the tribe archaeologists to help, as well as our region archaeologists.
Blasting technology had to be developed to protect ancient graves of children. To preserve the petroglyphs, Federal Highway identified ways of bolting this rock to the mesa's side rather than blasting.
Here's a few people were very happy about it. I'm thankful that the project went successfully.
Protecting the resource and improving the visitor experience are the primary focuses of these project partnerships. Roads run through environments that are themselves national treasures. Sensitivity to these national environments is as significant as sensitivity to the culture.
You imported huge boobs, you were safe. I don't know. They have the legal right to kill you, even for huge boobs. They so want.
The General Hitchcock Highway climbs like a staircase to the stars in the Coronado National Forest of Arizona. Several species of cactus would have been displaced and destroyed by the construction.
Hawk is imprisoned?
Forest
Not
Service,
yet, man.
Federal Highway had the cacti dug up, housed them in a nursery, and then replanted them back alongside the newly widened highway. Federal Highway and its partners recognize that any road is an invasion of the environment, aided by centuries of nature's own work.
Grand Teton National Park.
This one's badass. It was the wife and kids beating. That bit was... that was the point? It's like filling your car up with gas and just drive it in the garage. With the garage door closed. I don't get it. Badass.
It's one of the most beautiful parks, I think, in the western U.S. And
Jackson
we're here to
Pollock
talk
started
about
drinking at
road
12.
construction in a place
Yeah,
we
look how
wanna
he
build
turned
it.
out.
So we forged a partnership with Federal Highways
Yeah,
to
2 level
provide
3s.
the roadway design and safety engineering portions of road design.
What we're trying to do is give people...
I'll never visit Death Valley. We go to fucking Decapitation Gorge. Sure. Sounds like a good idea. Wonder what'll happen.
Visitors' attention at the land and the mountains. Yet this posed the problem of hiding the scar left by the abandoned roadway.
We saved the topsoil from where the new alignment was. And then when traffic was on the new road...
Dead at 44, only being popular because of CIA funded modern art.
that
Yeah, exactly.
to heal in the scar of the old road.
We actually collected seed along the road, took it to a nursery, and so we
Badlands
actually used seed
Basin.
from this site to re-veg it. In a few more years, you won't know that there was ever a road out here.
I'm glad you like the Decapitation Gorge. Kerfer.
This primitive highway traverses the Elk Refuge in Wyoming. Its personality is a subtle one. Here, the Fish and Wildlife Service partnered with Federal Highway to improve mobility within the refuge while not impacting its residents.
The Elk Refuge is basically a winter range that was established for elk in 1912. We wanted to rebuild the road but not make it.
Time to fucking disentangle the cat from the power lines. Germans like to visit Death Valley. NFSA 9 drinks is a lot. Smoke 3 packs a day. I don't think people smoking like a pack a day even are normal. Sounds like a lot. Huh. Whole case of Twisted Teas a day. Let's fucking go. Waiting to get another 5 car events. It'd be really funny. Saint uniform. Oh, cool. Nice. Report went through. Very cool. Alright. He had apple sake. Ignore that guy floating, that's normal. Maybe Kerfer got unstuck. Yeah, hopefully. It's like sake apple juice. That, it checks out. Yeah. Okay, well, okay. I guess Kerfer just got unstuck. Sure. Why not? Was that son of a bitch? Fucked up. Such a brat. You can't say that.
When the tunnels were built, vehicles were not as high as they are today. We now have, a lot of SUVs on the road. A lot of
Alcoholic candy cherries, 50%. What? It's a little high, I think. Just a little.
That to do the work on the tunnels is going to require us to close the road for a certain period of time. The initial reaction from the public was negative.
We had some major concerns over the construction because our livelihood depends on tourism. And we didn't want tourism interrupted because the main flow of revenue for my child.
Federal Highways worked with the local communities. We've had several meetings, not only
Aliens.
with public, the members of the public, but also with officials from the local communities.
The park designed a plan to do the construction on the tunnels with minimum impact on the flow of traffic. And interruption to our tourism industry. And the construction was designed so that there would be 10-minute delays through the tunnels. Our people were grateful, and I'm glad it was done.
We have access to what the newest technology is in terms of road building, whether it's making the road safer or more efficient for people to use, or getting information to motorists that need to use that roadway system.
Stop doxing your job. Yes? Cumberland.
The Cumberland Gap National Historic Park stands on the shoulders of the junction of Kentucky, Tennessee, and Virginia.
It's got Cumberland in the name, in case you didn't notice.
Challenge of adding tunnels to divert traffic from the more historic areas of the park.
America's historic gateway to the west would be the best description of the Cumberland Gap. The project itself has been a monumental partnership between the Federal Highway Administration and the National Park Service, encompassing multiple contracts to ultimately build the tunnels, relocate 2 U.S. highways, construct several bridge overpasses and highway interchanges as well, if it's one of a kind.
We come in peace.
Cumberland Gap tunnels is the ventilation system.
Yeah, I believe
it's the
it.
first of its kind in the United States. We have 75 horsepower jet fans in pairs mounted every 600 feet within the tunnel. We also have cross passages that gives access to fresh ventilation at any
Orioles
point in the
milk
tunnel.
penis.
What formed into a partnership with the National Park Service and the Federal Highway Administration
Yeah, sure.
became a real design and engineering
Why not?
marvel that to this day is looked at by others all around the world. Just last week we had Russian transportation officials here studying how this tunnel was built.
Fairhaven Skyway is a scenic highway that rivals any in the
There we go.
United States.
Nice.
During construction, the contractor encountered an acid-producing rock called Anakeesta, which ran off with polluting trout streams. Steep side slopes challenged their ability to fill. Federal Highway and the Forest Service had to develop new methods.
That was the sound of that finishing, wasn't it?
These technical challenges.
No, actually.
They came up with a design to encapsulate acid runoff into the structure. They used a variety of things such as nylon
Realign.
to line the ditch lines.
Yeah, sure.
And to prevent erosion. FHWA was probably on the cutting edge of a lot of different techniques on this project.
Natchez Trace, one of the original highways of our nation, forged by the footsteps of Native Americans and traders. The parkway here parallels and crisscrosses the original trace. It offers a unique case as one of the few national parks where the roadway is actually the park. Like each of the federal highways we have been visiting, the Natchez Trace Parkway stands as a symbol of all the virtues embraced by
Holy.
Federal Highways partners.
That's awesome.
Sensitivity to the environment and culture. Involvement
That's
from
my
the
shadow.
beginning to the end of the project.
That wasn't my shadow.
Coalition building with local communities and other agencies. Sophisticated technical knowledge of safety, mobility, and convenience.
One of the main objectives of building a modern parkway is to design a roadway that lies lightly on the land.
When we're building a road, we need to know what the fabric of that location is about so that we can provide a transportation system that fits in with the very fabric of the
hungry.
location that we're trying to serve.
I'm never gonna do the fucking Patreon exclusive content bit. I don't like that. If for whatever reason I have to start a Patreon, I wouldn't either. I wouldn't want to do it like that, man. the least offensive model is the, like, oh, sure, you can get, like, the Krita file or whatever. The Photoshop that, you get brushes or whatever. I don't have funny brushes. Request verdict. Huge boobs. Based. Oh, I didn't even notice. It's Sugoya, yeah.
Same process will work for venison,
It's a very modern Mogul style.
I am Carrie Van Delden with Cooperative
No,
Extension
don't.
Service for the University of Alaska Fairbanks. This session will provide the
There we
necessary
go.
steps for canning meat in jars. This process is also referred to as jarring. Because moose meat is naturally low in acid, pressure canning is required to kill dangerous microorganisms. For more information on pressure canning, you may view our complete learning module.
Big boobs. Is that the latest monster Mogul? How big are the thighs? You know what? I'll look myself. Give me a sec. As usual, the mother is harder. Shark woman. Oh my god. What the hell? Now she's like a dinosaur. Holy Toledo. Her mother with more closer to dinosaur DNA, a daughter with more closer human DNA. Wait a minute. John Modern Mogul replies, yeah, dinosaur emoji. The marriage emoji? Man emoji. Holy. Badass.
And make sure the vent is not blocked. If you're using a dial gauge, have it checked annually for accuracy. Dial pressure gauges may be checked by your local cooperative extension agent. For canning game meat, you may use half pint, or quart jars. Make sure you follow the specific instructions for the jar size you choose. Processing times vary. You will use a 2-piece lid to seal the jars. The flat lid has the sealing compound, and the
Jimmy?
ring holds the lid in place until the jar is sealed. Lids cannot be reused.
Shark
Use new lids
woman
every time you
taking a selfie.
Rings may be reused
And the
if they are
image
not
is
meant for
Jaws. With a fucked up looking shark. Get real.
You can
Turns into
use
photorealistic
fresh meat
shark.
or frozen meat for pressure canning. When using frozen meat, thaw it in the refrigerator or place
60
wrapped
points
meat
for
under
that,
cold
damn.
running water. There are 2 methods for preparing meat for canning. Hot pack requires meat to be browned before it is placed in the jars. This shrinks the meat and allows the jars to be packed more tightly. Raw pack, as the name implies, is not browned. Raw meat is packed directly into the jars. Either method is acceptable. To prepare mousse, cut the meat into 1-inch cubes. Trim away fat and gristle. For cold pack, keep the meat cold until you are ready to pack it into jars. For hot packed mousse, brown the meat in a skillet
I love the
with a
save
small
jump
amount of
scare.
oil.
Alright, well.
Reserve the remaining hot liquid. You will add it to the jars after packing.
Oh, this Jack. The shark lady.
In preparation for canning,
I'm sure it's in my
wash jars in hot
bookmarks.
soapy water.
But yeah,
Run your finger
goddamn.
around the rim of the
Holy
jar
shit.
to check for nicks or scars that might prevent sealing. Prepare the lids and rings according to manufacturer's directions. You'll often be
What a
instructed
bit.
to heat the jar lids in order
Why?
to soften the sealing compound. Salt, seasoning salt, garlic, onions, and other spices may be added to the top of the packed mousse. If you
Anyways.
decide to use seasoning, we suggest a half
Holy
teaspoon
shit.
of salt for each pint jar and 1 teaspoon of salt per quart jar. Seasoning is optional in
What's on mine right now? I'm gonna go to bed.
Pack these
I am
solidly into the
so
jars.
much more like
For hot
fucking
packed jars,
exhausted
use a
than I thought
funnel
I'd
to
be.
Pour the reserved hot liquid from the skillet into the jar.
I'm
If
going ape
additional
up.
liquid is needed,
Offset the
you
salt.
can use boiling water, broth, or tomato juice.
Okay. Oh, I'll get it in a sec.
Leave 1 inch of head space.
I don't need to do an art fight thing every single day. Hell, maybe I'll like start early and work on it or something.
Run a plastic knife around the inside of the jar.
Nah.
This will release air bubbles.
Yeah, I was gonna get barrel in it.
For cold packed jars, you will only add meat. and
Anyways,
seasoning if
Atlas
desired.
tomorrow.
Do not add liquid.
I'm gonna go make my schedule for once. Alright. Damn. Yeah, I would not have been able to make PNG for Kingdom Death. Oh shit. Fresh characters. Maybe. I think the overworld's like reworked. I don't know. I'm gonna boot it up to make sure it runs. Time to boot up Energy Sword Sunday yet again. I still don't know what that weird bug was that happened last time. Or the time before, whatever. Maybe that was just like capture card getting over. I don't fucking know. Man, I don't even know what a computer is. Anyways. From one furry game to another. See you tomorrow. I'll probably go a little bit later. But yeah, no, I'm having fun playing Voices of the Void. And not going on a drunken bender. It's a little nice. Anyways, yeah, no Pixel stream today. I'm not supposed to do it on Mondays. I'm too much of a freak. I need help.